Hello and welcome to Ask Ambika. Now, when you look at images of people, you would realize that people with a flatter stomach tend to look fitter. Think of Katrina Kaif in the song Sheila Ki Jawani. Post that song in one of her interviews. She said that her brief to her trainer is simple. Nothing should jiggle when I dance. Now, taking cue from Katrina's abs, we've got a query from Ridhima in Hyderabad who asks, how do I get a flat stomach? Ridhima, you're in luck. We've got Sumaya Dalmia, a personal trainer with over 20 years of experience on board, who is going to take us through some very simple exercises that you can do pretty much anywhere, including the comfort of your home. Let's see what she has to say. So what's the first exercise that we are going to do?
Whenever you start an exercise plan, you must incorporate 10 minutes of a warm-up. So the first and the most favorite exercise of mine for strong abs is the plank. It's actually, like the name suggests, it's like a plank of wood. So from head to feet, you need to be in a straight line. So you're just going to have, you don't need any equipment, you use the mat. Lean out, press your hands down, feet straight, and just hands, elbows underneath your shoulders, navel towards your spine, and just stay in this position. So the second exercise is the side plank. Again, as the name suggests, you lie down on the side. Your body needs to look like a plank of wood. You lift up, elbows are directly under your shoulders, body is in one straight line, and your hands are up, neck is pulled back. So what you want to do is not drop down. You want to stay as high as you can and stay as still. So don't look forward, don't look back. Your body should be in one line starting from your ears, shoulders, hips, knees and ankles. So that's what you want to do. So try and do it in front of the mirror the first few times that you do it, so that you can actually watch yourself in the mirror and see if you're forming the straight line.
So that seems very doable. What's next for somebody who wants to reach the next level?
I want to first master the basic exercises that we just did together, but eventually it becomes a lot more fun because it's safer because you know the basics. Like I'll teach you a variation which is a little advanced but something that you'll enjoy. So again, basics remain the same. You get into a tabletop position which is like a wood plank, nice and strong. You want to stay nice and strong. Again, don't get your hips too high or hips too low. You want to stay strong, don't lean on one side. So all the basics that we just worked with, you want to stay here. From here, you can press and lift up, press and come down. Again, lift and up, press and come down. Lift, up, press and down. The next exercise I'm going to teach you a very simple one for your core. You'll notice why I'm not doing any ab exercises, because that's typically what comes much later to strengthen your core, is if you lie down on your back. So what you do is you take your tailbone and you imagine that you're actually lifting your pelvis back and trying to flatten your back on the mat, and then you release. Ambika?
Yes.
So tailbone in towards you, press and release. So this really doesn't feel like much of an exercise as much as it feels like activation.
Isn't this exercise really good for new mothers?
This exercise is also really good for people who have back issues because it strengthens the core, it strengthens all the muscles of the spine, and new moms because when you have a baby, your stomach muscles tend to split. It's a really good exercise to re-engage with your core. So this exercise where you tilt your pelvis back and up is very important to reconnect with your lower core. So we'll do 3 of these. Hold this position without releasing your back. Lift both your legs without losing the pressure on your lower back. Lift both your legs. That's right, and you hold this. So you want to now touch your stomach again and make sure that your pelvis is tilted backwards. spine is touching the floor and you're holding this position. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
When you're okay with this, place both your hands on your knees and let your legs push into your palms and your palms to push your legs away. So it's like an isometric hold. So you keep pushing into each other. Lie down on your back. First, tuck your tailbone in. That's when you activate your core. Lift both your legs up. Till here we're fine?
Yes.
Now get your hands in front of you now. This is where the tough work starts happening. Drop one leg down at a time without losing that control on your lower back. So your pelvis is still tucked in and you're lifting. So what you want to avoid is this, Ambika. You want to avoid this. Rocking. So you want to tuck it in, hold, control and stay up. Really good for the lower abs. You know that pouch that everybody keeps struggling with. And if you want to add a little more challenge to this exercise,
then
you extend your legs. When you're ready, slowly drop down till when your back still remains on. So you can't lose the back connection. Lift forward and down, press down and up. Once again, press down, legs straight and up. When you get really strong in your abs, you will see yourself going all the way down and coming all the way up. Going all the way down and coming all the way up. Another variation you can add to this is single leg. But again, the trick is you've got to make sure your abs are always contracted, pelvic bone is tilted, and you lift up, drop down, and lift up.
So I have another question for you. Is there something during the course of the day, anything we do with our posture or something we should do that would just help activate our abs?
So what you need to keep doing during the day is actually work on your core while you stand. So you could be standing next to your office desk and just draw and do the same exercise that I was making you do on the mat.
Okay.
Tilt your pelvis in and straighten. Drop your pelvis in and straighten. So keep reconnecting with your core and you can keep. So another exercise that I like to do is draw your pelvis in. So you can stand up with this, just draw your pelvis in and release. So imagine just doing the tilt like you do on the mat, but stay. Now again tilt in and just hold. Even if you can hold this, it becomes a habit. So with me now it's a habit.
And this is something, in fact, young mothers who are holding a child could constantly be engaging
It's very
their
important
core.
because, you know, a lot of reason for back pain actually is weak stomach muscles and stiff hamstrings. So that's one trick that you can do. So you lift up and drop down, lift up and drop down. You want to breathe out when you come up. This exercise in no way should hurt your neck. So feel like you've dropped your head on a pillow. A lot of people complain that their neck hurts in this exercise. That's because they use their neck to do the exercise. Only going to use your abs to pick you up. Squeeze up. Again, draw your navel towards your spine and keep your legs and pelvic area as stable as possible. Hold ab series 10 minutes and you're done. If you want to make it slightly tougher, you can add, you can hold up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and drop down. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, come. I'll teach you another exercise. So draw your navel into your spine, nice and controlled. Lift both your legs up. Extend them straight out. Hands by your side if you need. Okay, but not underneath your butt, by your side. From here, we drop one leg down at a time. So we'll do a little series. 2. Again, you've got to make sure that you're holding the abs tucked in. 3. Shoulders stable. 4. 5. 6. One more. 7. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Legs remain up and we slowly try and touch our shoelaces. So Ambika, touch your shoelaces and come down. Try and touch and come down. 10, 9, no pressure from your neck, only your abs leading you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I can teach you more, Ambika, if you want.
Absolutely.
Or do you want to ask me some questions?
So how long are you supposed to do this version for?
So the best way to do this is 3 times a week, 10 minutes,
Okay.
15 repetitions each, and then build it up to where you can do 15 or 20 repetitions and do 3 sets of each. And that's it. Any questions?
Well, I'm sure our viewers have lots of questions. Thank you so much, Sumaya, for
Thank
your
you.
time. And in case all of you have any questions or comments, do ask and we will get them answered. And thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. See you again very soon. And again, Sumaya, a big
Thank you. Thank you.